Powered by the Montana Television Network. This is the 530 News on Q2, Montana's news leader.
Hello, good Sunday evening, folks. Thank you for tuning in tonight. I'm Dustin Klemann. We begin with breaking news out of Bozeman. One dead, another injured in Belgrade this morning with a suspect in custody. MTN's Kenneth Webb has the latest on this developing story.
Just before 9 a.m. this morning, we received a call of incident at 1300 block of Idaho Street. Belgrade officers and Gallatin County Sheriff's deputies arrived. We found two individuals that appeared to be injured from gunshot wounds. One of those individuals has passed away. The other one has been taken to the hospital for treatment. Still working on that, waiting to find out what that result's going to be.
According to Chief Clark, the time of this incident is still unknown.
With a homicide scene, it's busy, takes a long time, it's long drawn out. So the officers are working, and that's where we're at right now.
The Belgrade Police Department has a suspect in custody.
Through the officers' efforts, we've come up with a suspect who's in custody, and that aspect's being worked right now, so we feel pretty confident that the public's safe at this point.
With this homicide investigation still ongoing, if any new information comes upon us, we will definitely let you know. For now, reporting from Belgrade, Kenneth Webb, MTN News.
Thank you very much, Kenneth, and we'll have the latest on KTVQ.com. It is ongoing, and we'll update you with more information as it becomes available. To Wyoming now, the man suspected of murdering his ex-wife will face charges on Monday. Police in Lovell found the body of 49-year-old Carol Barnes on Thursday in a home off West 7th Street after family asked for them to check on her. Authorities later tracked down and arrested 48-year-old Donald Kraus, 230 miles away in Mills, Wyoming. Now, Kraus now faces first-degree murder charges in Bighorn County, Wyoming, and will have his initial hearing tomorrow. Officials completed an autopsy on Barnes, and the report was submitted to law enforcement. Back to Montana, a woman is dead after losing control of her vehicle in Helena last night. Police say the 32-year-old woman struck a tree after losing control. She was transported to the hospital but died. A male passenger was also injured and sent to the hospital. It's unclear what caused the crash, according to officials. The woman's name has not yet been released. To weather news, the deep freeze continues for a large portion of the country, breaking records and creating problems from everything from first responders to wildlife. CBS News' Laura Podesta reports on the sub-freezing streets of New York.
Temperatures in the Northeast have hit record lows.
With wind chills possibly down to 45 below zero.
Burlington, Vermont dipped to -20 Sunday morning, just beating the city's old record of -19 set in 1923. Temperatures were below zero overnight in Boston as firefighters battled fierce flames. Ice encased almost everything when the fire was out. Airports are trying to get back on track after several days of cancellations. But a water main break Sunday at New York's JFK caused a new round of delays. Michael Morris has been waiting for a flight since Saturday.
I just want to make sure I can get on the flight tonight.
Are you frustrated, annoyed?
You know what? I'm not that kind of a person. I'm annoyed, but not frustrated.
The good news is this bitterly cold air is set to push out by Monday, when temperatures in New York and the surrounding area will return to a more seasonable but still chilly low 30s.
Compared to this, it's going to feel balmy.
Tropical.
Tropical, yep.
The Midwest is already on its way to a warm-up. The record-tying cold snap Chicagoans have endured for nearly 2 weeks ended Sunday as temperatures hit 30 degrees. Laura Podesta, CBS News, New York.
And the weather in western Montana collapsed an elementary roof in Polson. Due to the weight of melting snow and ice, the roof at Linderman Elementary partially collapsed over the gym and locker rooms. This was the scene yesterday. Fortunately, no one was inside at the time. No injuries reported. Don't know if school will be reopened for tomorrow. Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg's New Year's resolution is to fix Facebook. He cites too many errors enforcing the social media platform's policies, preventing misuse of tools. Here is why changing Facebook is complicated.
Facebook has the power to connect people around the world. But in his latest post, founder Mark Zuckerberg acknowledges his company has caused divisions. Facebook has a lot of work to do, he wrote, whether it's protecting our community from abuse and hate, defending against interference by nation states, or making sure that time spent on Facebook is time well spent.
I don't want anyone to use our tools to undermine democracy.
Zuckerberg spent much of 2017 on the defensive. He initially dismissed the idea fake news on Facebook helped elect President Trump as, quote, crazy, but then was forced to backtrack.
Our teams have found and shut down thousands of fake accounts that could be attempting to influence elections in many other countries.
New York Times technology columnist Farhad Manjoo.
I think he has come to notice the ways that his technology is changing the world in kind of huge, shattering ways. He's committing himself in a very personal way and suggesting he is personally responsible.
On Thursday, Zuckerberg's post also acknowledged the perception Facebook may now be too big and too powerful. Members of Congress agreed.
You've created these platforms, and now they are being misused. And you have to be the ones to do something about it, or we will.
I think this could also be an effort to head that off, to try to say, we're kind of policing ourselves. You can hold off on policing us.
Zuckerberg offered few specifics on how he plans to accomplish his personal challenge for 2018. One thing he said he would do was convene groups of experts to help him work through the issues. He will also look at how encryption and cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin might be used to improve Facebook services. Vladimir Dutip, CBS News, New York.
We come back to the Magic City. A downtown Billings co-op that shut its door in the fall will hold an auction for remaining items. That auction is set for January 18th at 10 a.m. Back in October, members of Good Earth Co-op voted to dissolve it, which had debts of more than $500,000 at mid-month and assets of about $150,000. Good Earth Market Co-op was open for 23 years. It's likely you're already receiving Save the Date flyers in the mail. The Billings Wedding Fair helping put those ideas for the big day into reality. Future brides and grooms pack the room for the fashion show. Wedding Fair 2018 is touted as the biggest and longest running show in the region. It provides a chance to see the latest for wedding celebrations and also to meet with local groups like photographers, wedding planners, and DJs to make taking the plunge special.
I like walking around and checking out all the cakes and the caterers and things like that. There's a lot of really cool stuff here. You're going to find DJs, you're going to find basically everything that you need for your wedding in 2018. Yeah, it's a party. It's a Sunday afternoon party in Billings right here at the Radisson. Yeah, it's cool.
Good excuse to dress up. This is the 24th year of the Wedding Fair. It draws more than 1,000 people. Best of luck to those getting married this year, too. Still ahead on the Sunday Q2 edition of 530 News. Montana Outdoors saw plenty of changes. WP looks back at what was 2017 and what lies ahead in 2018. And later in sports, we go back to last night's epic doubleheader between Hardin and Central that saw a combined 5 overtimes. Over in the Weather Center, where the snow continues to melt. Brett McCrumman, hello, sir.
Hello, and snow is continuing to melt. We had another nice day today, topped out at 43 degrees. We're currently at 37 with southwest winds at 9 miles an hour, and another comfortable day is on the way for tomorrow. But things, they are going to change. We'll have your complete forecast coming up in just a few minutes.